Many of you have probably heard about the coronavirus variant, which means that it has mutated and become a lot more contagious. And one of those variants, a strain, has come about from California. It originated from California. Two independent research groups discovered the strain in California while seeking the more contagious, possibly more deadly British variant of the in the state. The California variant, Cal 20C, was barely detectable in early October. Researchers from Cedars-Sinai Medical Center in Los Angeles said, but by late December, it accounted for 24% of virus samples taken from Southern California patients, and about 36% of those tested, tested samples in Los Angeles. So this is an issue because, as we know, this airborne virus was already incredibly contagious. Now we're hearing about variants that are even more contagious. More studies need to be done to see how this impacts the vaccine. Is it still a variant that would respond to the vaccine, or are there going to be issues with that? That's something that's being researched and looked into right now. Los Angeles County has emerged as one of the nation's coronavirus hotspots. By mid-January, the county reported more than 1 million COVID-19 cases and nearly 14,000 deaths. More than 2/3 of those cases have occurred since the beginning of November, which is about the time or shortly after the scientists said the California variant took off. And Ben, quick question for you. In Georgia, are you guys getting any news of variants there? What's the latest statewide?
Yeah, so no news of a variants that come from here, but we're definitely watching the variants that you mentioned, and it's not funny, but it's almost, you have to laugh for crying because this is a pandemic. At this point, we're making it worse. Right, it's our decisions in the government, the political leaders, both political parties, who are exacerbating this situation, and so definitely keeping our eye on that one strand that they say is 70% more contagious. It is a terrifying notion when you consider how bad Georgia is already off.
It's all of this is so depressing. I mean, the only upside, the only silver lining is that at least we have a president now who understands the severity and the gravity of this pandemic. Whereas before, I mean, how many months was Trump MIA on this very issue? Right. And just completely focused on trying to steal the election? And that's when things really started to explode in terms of numbers and people dying. The coronavirus relief bill that Biden proposed, $1.9 trillion. Yes, it provides relief to Americans, which is incredibly important. It also provides critical funding for vaccine production and distribution. And more importantly, the distribution caters to people depending on where they are in the country. So there will be mobile units that will go to rural parts of the country to ensure that people are able to get vaccinated there. The mobile units will also go to the elderly who aren't as mobile to ensure that they get their vaccinations as well. So we are seeing some positive news on that front, but unfortunately it's coupled with some pretty negative news regarding the spread of the virus and these new variants. But we'll keep you guys posted as we learn more.
Thanks for watching the Young Turks. Really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.